Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are, and I hope you're staying safe. In today's video, we will be filling out form I-131 together, which is the application for travel document. Current expiration date of this form is listed as April 30th, 2022. This form is fairly short and fairly straightforward. Keep in mind that if you are submitting this form together with your adjustment of status application, you do not have to pay the fee for this form. Also, submitting this form is completely optional. If you're not planning to travel at all during the time that you are waiting for your green card, you do not have to complete this form. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start here. Please remember that you can type or you can fill out this form in black ink pen. This first part is asking for our name. You can fill out this or any USCIS form using capital letters only, but you don't have to. Okay, next part is asking for a physical address. So that is the address where you are currently residing. So application for travel document is only able to be submitted from inside of the United States. So this physical address should be in the United States. If you are outside of the United States, you cannot apply for a travel document, only in very, very certain cases. Next, it is asking for alien registration number. Jane is applying for this document while submitting her entire adjustment of status and petition for alien relative application, and she doesn't yet have an A number. So we're just going to put NA, country of birth, and her country of citizenship. So, class of admission. This is asking what kind of visa did she have when she arrived to the United States. And Jane was a student. So she was an F1 student, and that was the type of visa she had, and that was her class of admission. And Jane does have a social security number. Next part 2 is asking for application type. So I do have a video on my channel explaining in more detail the difference between a re-entry permit and an advanced parole document. So please check out that video. But because Jane is submitting this document together with her entire petition for alien relative and adjustment of status, and she just wants to be able to travel just in case to visit her family if anything happens while her green card application is pending. If that is the same situation that you are in, you would be selecting option 1D. I'm applying for an advanced parole document to allow me to return to the United States after temporary foreign travel. Moving on, you can skip this entire part if you have not selected option 1F, so we don't have to fill it out. Okay, moving on to part 3. Date of intended departure. I did receive quite a few questions about this, and you basically want to put in an approximate date if you don't have a ticket booked. For most people, especially advanced parole applicants, you will just put in an approximate date. Expected length of trip is also approximate, and she wants to stay there for about 2 weeks, so 14 days. Are you or any other person including this application now in exclusion, deportation, removal, or rescission proceedings? No. If yes, obviously name of DHS office. Have you ever been issued a re-entry permit or a refugee travel document? No. So you don't have to fill this out either. Right here it says if you are applying for a non-DACA related advanced parole, skip to part 7. So again, we're going to continue filling out part 3, and then because we are non-DACA, we will skip to part 7. Okay, so part 3, where do you want this travel document sent? And we are going to select this part, to US address shown in part 1. Again, in my other video, I did explain the cases in which you would be sending this document to a US embassy or a consulate office. But long story short, you do have to be present in the United States while you apply for a travel document, and you have to be present here for them to collect your biometrics. Your photo, your fingerprints, your signature. If you are currently in the United States applying for advanced parole, chances are you will be selecting this option right here. So you can just leave the rest blank. Part 4, again, this is for DACA-related applicants, so we can skip this part. This part is only for those applying for a reentry permit. A reentry permit applicants are green card applicants who have to leave the United States for long periods of time. Again, I do describe it in more detail in my other video, so we can skip this part. Part 6 is for refugee travel documents. Again, it doesn't apply to us, so we can skip this part. And part 7 is specifically for people who are applying for advanced parole. Right here it says, on a separate sheet of paper, explain how you qualify for an advanced parole document and what circumstances warrant issue of advanced parole. Include copies of any documents you wish considered. So this is most likely for those who are experiencing an emergency as well. So for example, people who are trying to expedite their advanced parole request and they need to show some kind of evidence why they have to leave the country. Maybe there is a family emergency, maybe there's a medical emergency, something like that. So they would use a separate sheet of paper to explain. However, as an advanced parole applicant, with your green card application, you do not really have to submit any kind of this information. And that is also explained in the instructions of the form in more detail. How many trips do you intend to use this document for? You can select one trip or more than one trip. Most likely one trip is going to be your case. If the person intended to receive an advanced parole document is outside the United States, provide city or town of country embassy or consulate or DHS office where you want to be notified. Again, this does not apply to us. If the travel document will be delivered to an overseas office, again, it will not be. So all of this can be left blank, or you can write in not applicable in black ink pen. And moving on, this is a signature area. You obviously have to sign it in pen after you print it out. Date of signature, phone number. If you have used a preparer, you will obviously have to fill out this part. If you have not, you can put NA in all of these areas. And that is it. That is the end of this application. Again, it's fairly straightforward. Check out my video where I describe in more detail the difference between advanced parole and a reentry permit. And I guarantee that you will find all the information you're looking for in that video as well. So good luck with this application. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.